which I'm told has been seen by Donald Trump himself. I wrote him a letter telling him not to dare invite Ruto for his inauguration, because this is a criminal, this is a murderer, abductor. He's somebody who killed all his ICC suspects. And do you know who did that? Do you know who coordinated all of that? The current Secretary General of UDA is called Hassan Omar. Hassan Omar by then was the Secretary General of the Kenya Human Rights Commission. Hassan Omar accessed the court documents from the ICC because ICC was Ocampo. Luis Moreno Ocampo was an idiot. He was sharing these with select people in Kenya, and Hassan Omar was one of them. So he got the identities of all the suspects in the William Ruto case, told William Ruto, and then William Ruto went and killed every single one of them. So when we tell you that activists are treacherous individuals, learn from the Hassan Omar case. Hassan Omar has been rewarded successively with nominations, and now he's the UDA Secretary General. When we tell you we know activists, we know them. Hassan Omar was the biggest activist in this country. He was on TV, man. I used to think that guy was the shit. And he was eloquent. Now you're seeing him turn into a sycophant, man. Some us guys we think, like, do guys really have multiple personality disorder? Hassan Omar has. Because if you remember Hassan Omar the activist and Hassan Omar the sycophant, bro, those are two different people. I kid you not. So Hassan Omar accessed the court documents where the faces, as what we were seeing in the public, the details of the witnesses had been redacted. But Hassan Omar got the original copy. He got the identities, the locations of each and every suspect. Witness in the William Ruto case. And then William Ruto organized all of them to be killed, smoked, one by one by one. So the case didn't collapse because he was declared innocent. It is because there were no witnesses. Hassan Omar was the biggest activist of his time. Boniface Mwangi is the biggest activist of your time. Same as Okiya Omtata. Do you want to imagine that those guys there, those guys are straight and narrow. Those guys have never done anything. Today I tweeted a photo of Boniface Mwangi attending a police service meeting. He had been invited, and he says there, I've been invited by head of public service, Henrico Skay. And then he malizes his post by saying, Polisi ni marafiki. Umbwa wewe. And you think these guys haven't cut deals under the table to sell you out? And you think these guys are trustworthy? You think these guys, you can rely on them in the long haul for the change that we yearn from Kenya? No, these are beneficiaries of the status quo. These are people, and I told you, people who have stayed in a long period at a space, they tend to mutate into cartels. So these are activism cartels. And then you've just come from your home. You didn't even have breakfast because you didn't have money. You're going to protest, and then you're joining them. These guys have been paid. You should be with your comrades who are downtown. Lighting fires, coming up slowly to CBD as you make your way to State House. That's what you should have been doing. Now you're going to Aga Khan Square, kuimba mawimbo hapo za umafi. When it's serious.